ready for your next speaker? That's what I'm talking about. All right, coming to the stage is Angelique. Angelique Parvez is a multi-award-winning choreographer, cultural leader, and the founder of Dance to Inspire, a UK-based organization promoting well-being, unity, and cultural connection through dance. She has created an inclusive platform empowering women and young people to build confidence, creativity, and identity through movement. Come on to the stage. Come on, Angelique. Baby, I'm ready for you. You're supposed to dance, Gigi. Let's go. Where's the dance? Oh, no. Do it again. Do it again. Yes, how you doing? All right. Go ahead and give the people what they want.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. There'll be more dancing, so don't you worry. But and I'm calling you on then with me. But yes, thank you, Parul, for having me here today. This is my year 3. So thank you for having me back again. And thank you to everyone who's here. So today I'm going to talk about health. What is health? What does it actually mean? Before I do that, let me introduce myself. I'm Angelique Parvez. I'm a university lecturer in business strategy, not in dance. And then my passion with dance kind of took over, and I founded a dance school called Dance to Inspire. In fact, I have some of my wonderful team with me here today for the first time, and you'll see them perform later tonight. So dance is my passion, but I use it to inspire others, to inspire confidence in people, health, and also bring cultures together, and we'll see that later. But before we go into dancing, let's talk about what is health. So can anybody tell me what health means to you? Anyone?
Health is just working on yourself, eating healthy.
Absolutely. Working on yourself, eating healthy. Anything else?
Absence of disease.
Yes, absence of disease, very important. What else?
The summarization of how well our body is really doing.
Absolutely. Yes, exactly. And so moving forward, that is just amazing explanations. So what is health? Health is not just one thing. It's not going to the gym 5 times a day, or 5 times a week even, right? 5 times a day is hard, but 5 times a week. That's not just health. Sorry, you were saying something? Yes, exactly, and I'm coming exactly to that point. So exactly like I said, so just going to the gym, for example, and ticking the box off is not health. That is important, but it is not the definition of health. Health is when you have a balance of physical, mental health, emotional health, and spiritual health, all 4 together. It is really critical to have all 4 together. Okay, what is physical health? It is exercise, like we talked about, eating healthy, drinking lots of plain water, good water. That is physical health. Mental health is the absence of stress, not being stressed or running around, rushing around, having time for yourself, doing things that you like, the ability to manage stress well. That is mental health. Emotional health is all our relationships, making sure we have, abundance of love and happiness in our life. And lastly, spiritual health. We can't forget about that, because that's what anchors us in this life. And when we have difficult times, okay, hope you can hear me all right. Okay, so spiritual health is having some kind of faith that grounds you, that's there with you, especially during the hard times. Okay, we all kind of run around pretending like we're going to be here forever, and we are kind of creating all our wealth and focusing on things that are, materialistic. And then we forget about God very often. And that's really important as well. So health is a balance of all 4 things. Now, this is not going to be just a lecture to you guys. It's going to be a workshop. So you've got paper and pen, I notice. I want you guys, or you can use your phones, whatever you prefer, a personal evaluation. I want you to write down, out of 10, physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual, your situation as you are today. Okay, and this is just for you. You don't have to share it with anyone. just put down your own scores for yourself. 0 is worst, 10 is best. So if you're perfect at physical health and perfect at mental health, you don't need me here today then, and then you're all a 10. So be honest, because this is just for you. This is not a competition. So decide what your score is: physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. Quickly lift your hand when you're done. So physical is exercising. Let me explain to you. Physical is exercising 5 times a week, 30 minutes a day. That's the NHS guideline. It includes healthy eating and no junk. It includes drinking 8 glasses of water a day. That's your physical health. Change the number. Mental health, you are dealing with stress effectively. You are not anxious. Mental health. Emotional health, you have lots of good relationships. You have dealt with trauma you've had in your life or difficult situations. And lastly, spiritual health, how important is that to you and how well are you doing in that area? So on 10, all 4 areas. Everyone done? Excellent. All right, so you know your scores now, yes? And you can see now for yourself which areas you might need to work on, for example. And I will take you through the tips for those as well. Now, the balance of physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual is critical for health. It cannot be underestimated, all right? So for example, I was a dance teacher that did 10 classes a week, and I was at the peak of my physical fitness, but my mental health and emotional health was a disaster, and it led me to disease, because that is where your mental health and emotional health is even more important than your physical health, and if it is not guarded, it becomes chronic stress, and chronic stress has one way to disease, basically. That's your free ticket straight to disease. And it's true, I ended up with breast cancer in 2000 in the middle of COVID, lucky me. And so I had COVID and breast cancer all together. And it is because when I looked back, and the funniest thing that I can look back on now is me telling the doctor that told me the wonderful news, that actually I couldn't have it because I'm a fitness instructor, is what I literally said to him. I said, I can't have it. I'm a fitness instructor. What are you talking about? And he said, well, you have it. And it made me think, how could I, after doing so much fitness classes and being there for other people, teaching dance, etc., have this disease? What went wrong? So it made me think about my life and change my life. And yes, it was the worst time, and to have that diagnosis is honestly the worst thing ever. But looking back on it now, 6 years later, honestly, if I didn't have a diagnosis of breast cancer, I wouldn't be standing here today. Can you believe that? So it turned my life around because I realized physically I was fit, I had all these wonderful muscles and whatnot, but mentally and emotionally I was honestly dead. Spiritually as well, honestly, this is what I said. I forgot God because I was so busy building my empire. I was like, I'm doing well on my own here, you know. Yeah, I'll see God when I need to. And boy, did I need to after. So that's a lesson for everyone. And this is why I mean that if you have one of these 4 pillars of health that are unbalanced, it is not healthy. You cannot just be physically fit. You cannot just be mentally fit. You have to have a combination of all 4 in balance. And it's not a perfect world. And every day we are not going to be 10 on 10 in all of those things. But the point is that you have to put yourself as number 1. A lot of women are moms, wives, daughters, sisters, but they forget about themselves. You have to put yourself as number 1, and men too. And every day work on something that will give you a bit more health that particular day. So for me, my goal every day is to be healthy and happy. That's it. It doesn't matter about anything else. Don't sweat the small stuff. You know, let things go. Don't hold things personally. Goodness, I've learned a lot of lessons over the last 6 years. But my lesson to you is look after yourself. Put yourselves first, because health is wealth. But more often, we are chasing wealth and we forget about our health. Health is not something you visit twice a year. Health is something you work on every single day, trying to balance all those 4 areas. That's what's healthy. So let me give you a few tips so you can take away something from here today. Physical health, we're going to be doing a little dance workshop, so tick on your exercise today. Mental health, I want you to do a little bit of deep breathing with me. Let's try this. Deep breathing, starting from the tummy, up to your chest. You have to have your chest literally, with air, and then you let it out slowly. Simple, right? Breathe in for less, breathe out longer. That's the tip. So say 6 in, 8 out. Got it? So 6 seconds. Up and down. If you do this 5 minutes a day, people, your longevity in life is going to expand. Can you believe that? That's all it takes. If you're stressed, if you're anxious, just stop and do a few deep breaths. That's all it takes. Okay? Obviously, there's other things you need to do for mental health. Look after yourself, take time out every day, meditation. There are lots of things that can help you. Prayers as well. All of these things, okay? Next is emotional health. I'll give you another tip there for emotional health. Forgive people. That's number 1. Forgiveness sets you free. If you don't forgive, that stays in your body. Emotional health, you can either be happy or sad, right? Those are the 2 emotions. They create different, conditions within your body. If you're happy, your body's doing well, your cells are doing well. If you're unhappy, you're stressed, you're depressed, your body feels that. Our mind controls our body. So if we don't have a good emotional health, including forgiving people, you don't have to go up to somebody who hurt you. You just forgive them in your heart. Done. You don't need to hold that baggage, okay? The other really powerful technique I've learned through years of counseling is writing an anger letter. If you really are very angry with somebody, write a letter, do not post it. Write a letter, say whatever you want to them in that letter, and burn it, tear it, end it. But it comes out of your body. You need to let things out of your body. There are wonderful therapists and counselors around as well. Spiritual health is your faith in God, obviously, whatever you believe in. Please hold on to that. Do not forget God through the year. Not just Easter, Christmas, Diwali and all of this. You have to, be there for God as well. So that's my message to you today. Hopefully you've taken something away with all your different points. You can work on something small that I've given you a little example of. And then we'll be dancing together too. So that's mental health and physical health combined in one. So my takeaway today is balance all 4. Put yourself first, not last, okay? Try a small technique every single day, okay? Gratitude, let's end with spiritual health and gratitude. Think about 3 things in your head that you can be thankful for today. And every day, think about 3 things. When you have a really difficult situation, think about 3 things that you're grateful for, and it changes your mood instantly. Okay, so these are small tips you can take away with you. I created a program called Fit for Life after my cancer diagnosis, once I realized all these areas were a 0 on 10. And I help people with that internationally. It's an online program. Everybody knows what healthy living is, but how often do you do that every day? So we put together a program that coaches you and guides you to look after yourself every single day. It can be done from anywhere in the world. If you want to get in touch with me, my name is Angelique Parvez on LinkedIn. Instagram is Dance to Inspire. Facebook is Dance to Inspire. And thank you so much for having me here today. Thank you, Parul. Thank you.